My name is Rabia Khan and I am CFO Engro Polymers and Chemicals. I've been working for around 20 years and the bulk of it, 18 or so odd years, have been in Engro. So last I checked, we have a huge population. It's around 220 million people and 50% of those are women. Granted, we have certain cultural considerations and restrictions, but a large number of our women are now coming into the schools and academics, and they're performing well. They take all this energy and an inherent drive and ambition that we all are born with into the workforce, but it is diverted a few years into their working lives towards settling down, starting families. That doesn't mean it goes away, and it's very much there. If we as an organization and as a nation do not suitably utilize this latent available talent pool with so much energy and so much passion that they have, we're actually doing a disservice to our own growth ambitions. Because if you want to grow as a nation, as an organization, you cannot disclude 50% of the talent pool. You have to be inclusive to many different kinds of people. So I think in Engro I would classify as the original Break Ke Baad candidate without a formal program. I first took a few years off when I went abroad after getting married to study. I had a daughter and I came back a year after. I moved back to Pakistan and I joined work again a year after she was born. A few years after that I had another kid and I took another year off. During that time when I was expecting and before I went on mat leave, I had worked with a very amazing group of people in Engro to come up with certain policies and certain structures, support structures, which would allow women to return to work seamlessly without too much of a ramp up issue, so to speak. A couple of things I think most of you will be aware of. We started the daycare. So the daycare was a huge help. I was coming back after the second time around. I was coming back with a 1-year-old kid and a 3-year-old kid. And obviously a daycare on site, which is extremely well run. Engro always brings all of its energy and its passion to everything we do. So you could trust that daycare was probably actually in some ways better than home. It was well run, it was well managed. Parents were a huge part of running it. So that's one concern or worry that was not there in my life. The second and bigger thing I think when I came back to work was a very supportive work culture. We've all probably felt it at different points in our life, but as a Team Engro is a great team to be with. You know, we are very aware and cognizant of the fact that life happens to different people at different times, and as a team, I've always felt that people in Engro support each other through tough times, knowing that this will be reciprocated or not, but the support is always there. I had a very supportive boss, a very supportive team. I was in finance, so finance actually works with the entire organization. So I would have to say that Engro Fertilizers at that time was my core. That was the core set of people who I was working with, and everyone from Dharki to Port Qasim to Karachi to all the marketing zones, wherever I needed support in whatever I was doing, was very, very helpful. I'm a huge supporter of the Break Ke Baad program because I have actually seen in the last year and before that also so many women who come back and with all their energy and passion who give back so much and who have so much experience which is now being put to the right endeavors, so to speak. And the more women who come back, the more we see the organization level of HR, our caliber as a team will rise. And I will say it again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, different people bring different things to the table. If women bring a different way of thinking, they will also bring a lot of structure to the way people do work. And that when they move into decision making roles will actually streamline our processes, our works, our work-life balances. So together, men, women, different ethnicities, different religions, we all come together to make a great dynamic team. I encourage people to apply for the Break Ke Baad program that Engro is launching for 2022, and I look forward to welcoming a lot of you in Engro Polymer's finance team.